The sky is heavy, the air stands still, shadows fall across the hill. A name we whisper, a name we call, Emmanuel, God with us all.
Like rivers, they carve the ground. Hearts are broken without a sound.
But in the silence, we hear your name, Emmanuel, unchanging flame. When the world feels too wide, when the loss cuts inside, Emmanuel, through the darkness, you still dwell in our sorrow. You remain, Emmanuel, through joy and pain.
Oh, light of heaven, guide us home. We are never truly alone, even as we say goodbye. Your love lifts us to the sky.
Through the darkness, you still dwell in our sorrow. You remain, Emmanuel, through joy and pain. The sky is heavy, the air stands still, shadows fall across the hill. A name we whisper, a name we call Emmanuel, God with us all. Emmanuel, Emmanuel, through the darkness you still dwell. You still dwell in our sorrow. You remain, Emmanuel, through joy and pain. The sky is heavy, the air stands still, shadows fall across the hill. A name we whisper, a name we call. God with us all.